Yo, what's going on, guys? It is time for another reaction video, and Maria is still with me. If you guys watched the last two Harry Macs, yes, I did let her go take a restroom break. But this is now her introduction to Ren. So if you're just now seeing Maria for the first time now, you didn't see the Harry Mac. This is her first time doing reaction videos. So I broke her in a little bit with Harry Mac, and this is her first Ren reaction. So you ready to do this, Maria?
Yep, let's go.
So for those of you that are familiar with my channel, I've given her all the basic details, but she doesn't really know much about the song at all. She doesn't know much of anything about Ren either. So she's going into this pretty blind. You ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Hi there, Ren. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down, you know that. Deep down, you know I'm always in periphery. Ren, aren't you pleased to see me? It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately, and I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill. Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect to always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah, mate. This time is different, man. Trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place. And my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me?
So you know what this reminds me of a little bit?
What's that?
Stan by Eminem.
Yes.
Where he's like telling like a whole story and all that. Like for some reason it reminds me of it. And it's funny because I was... I was never into country music.
Okay.
And guess who's kind of into country music now? But what I like about the artists is that they actually tell a story.
Yes.
And I like the way some of them tell their story and all that. Like, I actually sit there and listen to the lyrics. And most of the times I hear the music and I never listen to what they say. So that's how... Honestly, that's how I got into country music, because one day I was just running and I was playing The Gambler and I loved the song, but if you ask me what it's all about, I had no idea. And then like I was running and I was actually listening and I'm like, oh my God, this is a good song. Like it's actually telling a story, and that's how I feel about this one too. Like it's actually telling a story, and I love this type of music that tells a story.
Yeah, like when I found this, like I just didn't know what to expect, because I came just the same journey that you just went on. I came to this after a Harry Mac song, so I thought it was going to be like rap, or I just didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
And then he starts in with the ooh 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 ooh, ooh, and I'm like, what is this?
It's the beginning. It's a little strange.
Yes.
Yeah, but it gets better. So I'm gonna press play.
Yeah.
Me, I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one, split in two, that makes one, so you see. You gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Wow, your Grammys, Ren? Nowhere.
Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in.
Man, you sound so pretentious. Ren, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it.
Man, it's not like that.
Man, it's just like that, I'm inside you, you twat.
No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong.
Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with the subconscious, Eminem did it.
Played on guitar.
Plan B did it.
See, you called it.
Not done previous, a battle with the subconscious, Eminem did it.
Played on guitar.
Plan B did it.
Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material.
Ren, mate, we've heard it all before.
She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves, and I'll shake up the whole world beneath us.
That's right, speak your truth, your fucking God complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to actually you say it instead of downplay it.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren.
Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren.
I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside.
Newsflash. I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason. Beheading all kings, I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mustopheles, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender. When standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips, so you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal. Feeble and normal, you wanna kill me, I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of end. I am you, you are me, I am you, Ren.
Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So cower at the man I've become when I sing from the top of my lungs. That I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspire that me to be strong. And when I am gone I will rise in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're a climate different side. When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas, that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare, but there were victims and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax. And I learned to soften, and that dance got easier. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. And I must not forget, we must not forget, that we are human beings.
So,
It's a lot, right?
yeah. So was that like about him?
Yeah. So when he was younger, he was having illnesses and medical issues, and he was repeatedly misdiagnosed.
Yeah.
And in those misdiagnoses and taking improper medications, a couple of things happened. Since he was misdiagnosed, his body was still being harmed and damaged to what he was actually sick of, which was Lyme disease.
Oh.
And then the pills, were making him like kind of out of his mind kind of a thing, right? So he was battling being sick and not being diagnosed properly. Obviously, that's takes a toll on you, as well as the mental state of dealing with that. So as much as the song kind of in the beginning sounds like it's solely about his music career, that is part of what it's about, but it's also his battle with his sickness. So for the last about year now, he's been in Canada getting treatment for his Lyme disease. But since he had it for so long before he was finally diagnosed properly, it already did a lot of damage to his brain and to his body. And so he's been battling that while still continuing to make music and pursue his love of music. So this song, so he's part of a band called The Big Push. And The Big Push was very successful in the UK, and his own music, Ren, was pretty successful in the UK. But this song in particular is the one that just like really, really blew up and put him on the map. Like I showed you before we hit play, it's at 18 million views, and it's been out for a few months, where most of his other music, it's into the millions now too, in views, but it wasn't always that way. And so I'm happy for him, because like as I've gotten to know him musically and listening to his music, and I'm about to take you down a little bit, the rabbit hole of Ren, of a few different bands that he's part of and other artists he's worked with. But yeah, that's the backstory. That's kind of the explanation to what the lyrics mean. But I think the battle he had earlier, back and forth, kind of like in his own head, that relates to it. A lot of people can relate to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this was kind of like a mini play.
Yeah, it's like a performance.
He was the only actor, singer, everything.
Yeah.
It was cool. I've never seen anything like that.
That's why I can't, even if I would have tried to prepare you for what to expect, I couldn't put into words to explain this to you.
Yeah.
And that's why it's better to just go into it blind, because I don't want to have you thinking a certain way before you watch it. I just want it to be your own experience. Mm-hmm. He super, super, super talented. People will argue about this in the comments, but Ren himself will tell you he's self-taught on the guitar. He did go to some sort of a music university for a brief moment, but because of his illness, he didn't complete his university. And he said at most he ever had was like maybe 1 or 2 guitar lessons. Wow. But he primarily learned by, while he was sick and laying in bed for long periods of time, he taught himself guitar by watching guitarists on YouTube.
Yeah.
And just taught himself. So you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, if y'all are watching this, we're about to go into The Big Push. If you're regular on my channel, you already know what we're about to watch. And we'll kind of continue down the rabbit hole for as long as Maria can be here. But I have about maybe 5 or 6 songs lined up. I don't know if we'll get through all of them, but we'll get through as many of them as she can fit in. She's leaving for New York tomorrow, so I can't keep her here too long. All right, we'll end it here, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.